My name's Laura Porter. This is my exhibition Vessel at Mirror at Arts University, Plymouth. This exhibition kind of comes from a sort of broader exploration into this textiles pulp I've been working with for the last few years. I'm interested in using recycled clothing as a kind of raw material and how I can kind of change the properties of that and create objects that are sort of loaded with the histories of clothing manufacturing and the bodies that wear clothes and some of the problematic or complex nature of the clothing industry and textiles waste. I was really interested in diving a bit deeper into our relationship with clothing, our bodies and spaces, and thinking about ways that energies might be transferred, thinking about how materials might absorb and learn from our bodies and the way that we move and interact with them. For Vessel, a lot of the forms do come from different muscles that I've been drawing from old, biology books, especially thinking about ideas around labour. The work is quite labour intensive. So for example, cutting up and grinding up the textiles, that's sort of a very slow, drawn out process that is actually quite tough on the body once it's sort of repeated again and again. I'm interested in the sort of processes that I put my own body through in order to create the work, especially using this muscular motif as a way to explore repetitive actions with our own bodies. I really like how clothing and steel have their own inherent properties that I then sort of try and reverse in my practice. So I take this sort of formal steel lengths, make them wobbly and make them sort of organic. And then I take clothing, which is very flexible and malleable, and then I turn it into a solid object through the process of making it into like a pulp that dries and becomes solid. It's always this push and pull of sort of characteristics of the different materials and how I get that balance, but also how I get the tensions between them as well, because I really love work that sort of contradicts itself.